Welcome to Living World of Darkness, and we are here with our Russian gangrel, Alec Michelson. Kind of in the corner kind of booth of this biker bar that he just likes to ponder to. He's waiting for, well, a potential member. From what Alec wants is definitely be a part of this coterie, a war coterie, not one that sits around. Alec's never been about that. He directs, but it's all about the thrills for Mr. Molly. He's there with his kind of ashtray and a cigarette, just kind of waiting, kind of stroking his long kind of blonde beard, just kind of hair out of his face. He's in standard biker gear, just kind of waiting for the premiere to arrive, just kind of very patient, very just calm and collected, just...
The Tremere does arrive. The Tremere, who doesn't look anything like a Tremere unless you know, actually steps into the bar. Yeah, he's dressed in a hoodie with a leather jacket over it. He's just looking around, looking for you, and when he spots you, just goes straight for the point. For you, he ignores most of the other guests. He orders a beer, and then sits down and lights up a smoke.
It's good of you to come, as Alec will just nod, lighting up his own cigarette.
I'm happy to see that we've got a time to meet. Yesterday you asked me if I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and to be honest,
yes.
I have an idea. During the scouting mission, you remember? We met that copper that wasn't supposed to be totally the way he was.
Mm-hmm.
He was drinking the wrong kind of liquor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I remember.
And I suggest maybe we find out where he is, take him down, put him in the sewers, maybe take a couple of buddies with him. Maybe we can have a talk. Use some dominate, use some knife persuasion. You know what I mean?
That could be definitely something I am interested in. It will have to be quick, though.
Yes, it's all about quick. I want eyes on the street when we do it, and I want a exit plan and a plan in case something fails, in case we run into too much of a mess. I do think we should go full ham. You never know what to expect. Personally, I'm not much for human casualties, if you know what I mean. But if we can avoid too much views of the public, that would be nice. I have, however, considered maybe attacking a gang place first, just to get some gang paraphernalia, some stuff, hoodies, gang collars, maybe a tag, and if we do that, then if they are going to investigate the attack, the initial investigation will lead to the hurricanes, which means that the cop either may be considered to be a dirty cop, like we know he is, and or he might be considered to be a gang retaliation. Either way, it means that they won't be looking at us.
Yes, that is good
so
stuff.
we hit a small place of the hurricanes, maybe 2 or 3 guys who are standing in the street. We try to take their bodies along. We dump them in the sewers, and then after that we go to that place where the copper is hiding. Then we take that place down, take down everything inside, maybe take a couple of hostages, and do our thing.
Just 2 of us, or are we going to bring another?
No. I want, if I can help it, I want the full coterie there. Jasmine has accepted. Of course, you've seen Jasmine. Also, I've met Scott, and Scott has decided to join us as well. The Ventral Primogen, to be exact. He wants to be part of our group.
He could be very useful in terms of even maybe with connections and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the connections, but also I know that he won't back down from a fight. He has the reputation of being someone who goes for the kill, if you know what I mean. He doesn't.
Alec will smirk at that, going, that is very good. We need people like that in this coterie.
I agree. I don't want any sitting pansy ants guys talking about how nice their dress is looking while there is a war going on. I
The,
mean, I understand the of the Toreador, don't get me wrong. They are what they are. But if there's a war on, maybe you shouldn't be worrying about your Dior dress and worry more about the fact there's going to be bullet holes filling that dress if you don't look out.
that would be my agreement as well. It's best to handle situations directly rather than sit around and bullshit.
True. But people have their thing. People do their thing. I can't do what they do. Just I want to make sure that we do what we can for
Yeah.
in our way.
Uh, is there any of those Nosferatu around? Maybe they could be handy as well if we can recruit one of them into the coterie.
I know. However, the only Nosferatu I know was Damien.
Yes,
But maybe we can ask Theodore for the permission to use the parts of the sewers he knows about.
that could be
Um,
good.
if it's for the war effort, I'm sure he's right. Also, I asked my regent for her patronage, which means that we might be able to ask specialized weapons and ask some specialized info from time to time,
Oh,
helping the war effort.
that could be handy. I
Yeah,
will.
it also means that we can't really be attacked by people with higher status because the regent is so influential.
That is
It
good.
gives us a sort of political backup, something we might be lacking in the talking part.
Mm.
We can get in the regent, if
I
that's
will.
okay with you.
Oh, that is. Alex smiles. That will do nicely. I will have a look around and see what members of my clan are gun-toting, as he gives a smirk, and see if I can drag one along.
That will be perfect. That will be perfect. I'm looking for people who are not afraid to get their claws dirty.
Yes. I was also going to suggest, since you are a man like myself, maybe our coterie could take up combat training from one another, learn different things so we're all prepared. There are no weak links.
I'm very willing to help you in any way I can when it comes to combat. I know a little bit of close combat myself. I'm handy with a sword, and I know how a gun works. It's point and click, I believe. But um, we might be able to discuss even sharing certain disciplines. It's always wise for everyone to at least have a dot or two in all aspects, if you know what I mean.
I think some of you could do with the toughness of my clan. He just gives a smile.
Right, you're right. Toughness is something I'm looking forward to. Also, celerity, it comes in handy when we need to do things quick.
I was thinking the same. Those toreadors do move fast.
Yes, and I'd be happy to share any sort of persuading skills whenever it's possible.
Well,
For my coterie, that will be without saying, of course.
he'll just nod his head. I can show you how to maybe gain your food in areas you won't suspect with animals and all that, if needs be, for survival purposes.
Right. Well, I have considered indeed the possibility of using animals as scout forms.
That's what I was thinking. And also, actually, as he leans forward suddenly, you know these cats that have been appearing.
Yes, I've talked to Jasmine about them. We are trying to see if we can get some maybe medical influence or media influence, maybe some street influence, and get a story out there that these cats are bringing diseases and such, and maybe have them remove the street cats.
That could work. But I was also thinking, if we can get one and I can talk to it, I can, communicate. Maybe I can figure out who is sending these scouting parties.
I think it's Emily. She is a member of your, she was a member of your esteemed clan after all.
Yes. Well, cat turns up at my apartment. I'm attacked the next day. It is no coincidence. It is worrying. But I think if we can get a hold of a cat and maybe supply some misinformation to our dear Emily, could be potential. And give us some time to plan. If that's in your means, of course.
I think my means are open for every kind of suggestion. I think it's not bad. We need information.
Hmm. We don't want to be fighting blind against this. This is guerrilla tactics, so we need
Yes,
to respond with our
we
own guerrilla
we
tactics.
we need we need to know more,
Hmm.
and we need to know more, and they don't need to know shit. I'd
I do
rather
not.
have them wondering who's attacking and killing their puppets, knowing that
Hmm.
it might be the Camarilla, but not knowing who Camarilla might do this. And I have found myself a reasonable tracker with some ritual skills I've learned in due time. So I can find that copper we're looking for, and I can find almost anything we need, even if we have no starting information.
But yes, maybe what we can do is you can track him. Maybe we use me, Jasmine, and whoever we bring, Scott. Maybe have Jasmine entice him. She said she was news reporter last time. I can appeal to that, lure him into an area that we can take, along with affiliations. It is perfect snatch and grab.
I think that would be amazing.
Nah,
Exactly what we need.
It's
I
our
like the way.
clap his hands to them. I think we will become very good friends.
I like the way you're thinking. You're
So
thinking on your feet. We need that quick thinking, quick action.
it's what my sire taught me to survive in.
Yeah, Mike Sire wasn't really hot on survival.
I think it's the different clan perspectives, maybe. It's the first thing Gangrel learns, but you seem very different for one of yours. I respect that. You are a man of action, like myself. And of course, an esteemed hound, so it's hard not to see why.
I guess I'm a hound because I put in the effort to actually investigate things. But since this is war, I find myself slipping more and more down the path of the beast. I know this will happen, for I am a dedicated man. I go zealous. I think about consequences only moments later, especially when it's about combat. So I will have to watch. I won't be able to appeal to many humans, I'm afraid, in the coming future. However, we have Jasmine, and she is lovely.
I can help you with the beast. You know, the clan is very well connected to that inner age. I can perhaps teach you methods of applied control.
That would be an interesting aspect. But first things first.
You just first things first is war. Then we can celebrate.
Ah, yes. How I would love to drink on the death of the enemy.
Well, Mr. Lucius, it has been enlightening. As he just gives a big smile, I will get preparation underway, and you contact me, or if you need to meet with me and Jasmine, we can plan and went very well. As he just has a savage smile.
Yeah, Lucius is very happy too. He takes a big swig of his beer and says, "Yes, soon we will have our moment. All we have to do is find a name for our group. I have no idea. I've asked everyone, but these creative things are just not my thing."
That is why we work as a team, as a unit. He just gives a kind of nod. Each of us bounce our strengths off each other and compensate our weaknesses.
Maybe we should call it exactly that. The unit.
There we go. He just gives a smile.
I like that.
Yeah.
Unity. That's exactly what we need.
Duh. He just gives he just basically picks up his glass and kind of clinks it off yours at that.
Then I suggest it's settled. For
Yes.
now, we must go our own way. But soon, we will have our moment. I'll be in contact.
Duh. I will see you soon.
And Lucius rises up from the table. He will take his last swig from his beer, take another cigarette from his pack, although he just put out the other, and lights it. Just walks outside after a quick nod towards him.
Alec will just sit there, kind of continue smoking away. He's kind of already, kind of the gears starting to turn in the head of how he's going to plan this mission.
And thereby I would like to end the scene. Thank you for watching, and good night.